I do have to say I appreciate how landing in fire and burning to death to reset the room doesn't take away your hearts in this game. I don't know why they decided to be so generous with that. And I also don't know why the Deku would, or I guess it makes perfect sense that they would be more vulnerable to fire just because they're made out of wood, but whatever. And I thought maybe I could land on that and that's how you're supposed to do it because the regular way is just horribly, horribly implausible. Maybe, like, the longer you float up at the top, the longer your propellers will last without paling, but that seems really weird. I mean, I don't know. Weirder things have happened, and that's surprising. That's the first time that happened to me. Oh, come on, I had my shield up. What do you mean? Hacker. Yeah, I don't know. I almost want to stop the recording after this room since I'm still paranoid about inexplicably losing my data. It just not happened for such a long time. I mean, I came close to happening for some weird reason because I, like, saved it to the wrong folder and that freaked me out, but... Okay, this was perfect, so if I don't make... Okay, yeah, that really is a little too close. I don't know what you're supposed to do there and what I'm doing wrong, but it sort of pisses me off. Kick. How does he get it open by kicking its lock? Well, I guess it makes more sense than just none of the other chests in the entire game requiring a key, but... Anyway, oh no, mini-boss. This is actually not a bad mini-boss. It's basically the same thing as Ganon and Wind Waker. Oh wow, he has a deep voice for a little ghost. I don't know, he's sort of... Okay, never mind that. This is what... I knew that, that dude from that game that wasn't very good, Klonoa, I forgot what he was called, Nightmare or something. Okay, I'm just doing this in the worst way possible, but somehow doing better than my practice session, and I'm not even using a jump attack because that's cheap. Yeah, okay, he's way too easy if you have hearts. I mean, maybe it would be hard to do him with no damage, but why would you try to do that? I'm just gonna try to take the jump attack, even though he probably only has one hit left. But, what was I talking about? Yeah, Ghost Galaxy from Klonoa has the same mask as this guy. To think I could be defeated, although you are my rival, you are spectacular. I shall take my bow and something, I bow, I guess. And I skipped past that by accident. If you shoot that which releases a sacred golden light into the blood-stained red emblem outside the temple, it shall rearrange things in which the earth is born in the heavens and the moon is born in the earth. Do not forget these words. Die I shall, leaving no corpse. And he has to use a bomb to die, leaving no corpse. That is the law of Ascaro, implying that he is like the last living Garo or something. I don't know why, but Zelda nerds were debating that on some thread I was reading about Majora's Mask, even though it had nothing to do with the thread. Pretty interesting stuff, pretty interesting stuff. And you got light arrows, and some reason light is crystallized. That only makes sense for ice arrows, which don't even make sense conceptually. I won't get too upset about it. And anyway, this room, which, if you look carefully, actually has the boss door up there, and it's not locked for some reason. Anyway, this is pretty interesting. It's those hip loops from the beginning, which are strangely reminiscent name of Hoppip. They're jerks, so they won't look at me, but anyway, you have to pull off their stupid heads and then delightfully kill them in one hit after all that trouble they caused as a thingy. And anyway, I'm pretty sure there's a chest I can activate down here, and I should have done that before killing the hip loop, except it doesn't matter since it's already dead. And maybe there wasn't a chest I can get, but there's certainly a lot of hearts and a random rupee. Okay, yeah, I think I activate the... Yeah, I'm pretty sure I activate the chest in the inverted temple and then claim it by unverting it. Or, I guess revert would be a perfectly normal word to use, considering it is... I don't know. Anyway, yep, that's where the mouth leads. Oh wait, never mind. What am I talking about? Anyway, we get to use our light arrows for the very first time. And here's the sleepy old Igor.
It's Igor! Simply attacking it is no good! I say you should pay attention to the subtle changes in the...
And again, Tattle gives misleading advice, because if by subtle changes you mean shoot it with light arrows, maybe that's the case. Anyway, you have to shoot it once to stun it, and again to hurt it, which is a bit weird, I guess. And it takes 2 light arrows, or 4 technically, and then it drops a fairy, or, well, it drops some kind of a chest. There are only 2 in the game and both of them do that anyway. That's pretty simple stuff. And you got a stray fairy. Ooh, oh gosh. Do all the fairies correspond to the color of the arrows except the regular ones, which are pink? Because I did not know you could do that. Anyway, yeah, there are yellow fairies here, there are purple fairies, which sort of corresponds to ice, I suppose. Never mind, there are green fairies in the ice temple. Okay, they don't correspond. I don't know why I thought they did. Stupid D! I guess it's technically a dragonfly, but it has like a skull face and a electric stinger, so it's a bee. Plus I am slightly biased towards bees. Oh, they're pretty okay. I had a phobia of them for a little while, but then I decided phobias were lame and started liking them. And by phobia, I meant I was afraid of pain, which still is probably the case. And out of curiosity, what happens if you do this? Okay, just felt like wasting a light arrow on something I had no reason to do. Perfectly rational, perfectly rational. Is there anything to do in here? I forget. No, not so much. Anyway, we could take the other one. Oh, okay, that was something I should have remembered. Yep, there's an inverted eye switch. You could probably still get it when it's in the temple's inverted, considering it is inverted, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. And it is inverted. It's gonna blink upside down if you wait a second. Yep. And it makes upside down chest. I'm not sure if you... I'm pretty sure you could make that, or hit that otherwise, but rather be safe than sorry. I don't want to have to re-invert it. I don't mind unreverting it, or uninverting it, since you literally are forced to get all the stray fairies, but re-inverting it, not so much. Zora is easy to control. I was gushing about that earlier, I know, but it is weird if the camera gets pissed off at you, it's not going to let you swim very well. That's very evident in this stupid room when you're trying to dart back and forth a lot. Anyway, I'm going to want to go to this side first so I don't have to make this horrible jump 3 times. And wow, that was excellent. Never mind 4 times, considering you have to do this too, although it's slightly easier when you don't have to dodge those pillars. And I wonder, is it possible? No, I don't think it's possible. It might have been possible to glitch it from that bridge, because if you can't tell... Oh, maybe I can make this. But yeah, that bridge is where we fought the Eye Rock. I mentioned that when we were in this room first. Okay, come on. I can just barely hit that, can't I? Come on. Dicks. Oh well. No, that's fine. I don't mind doing it. I'm going to have... I mean, it's not really hard since you can just walk over there anyway, and I'm gonna have to get up there somehow or other. Anyway, this... Okay, this would be, like, impossible if you were doing a no-damage run, considering these jerks are here. I'm just gonna take the hit since I'm sodding invincible at this point in the game. And the one problem with the Zora is it can't turn very sharply, which is good for most things in, like, swimming precisely, or... I don't know how it's good for swimming precisely. For some reason, sharp turning is, even if it's technically gives you more control, it's harder to use or something. And those BMOs make the most annoying sounds in the world. Yeah, you have to like get a jump at a 45-degree angle so you have both enough speed to, well, for one thing, because that's the yeah, highest angle that it can get at, or I don't know what you consider, if you consider swimming like this without changing your altitude a 90-degree angle or a 180-degree angle. Anyway, you can kill these guys relatively easy with the bomb mask. I'm just feeling lazy for some reason. Anyway, that activates the chest over there, which is a mirror of this side, except that you don't have to make another jump to get out this way. So let's... Come on. Aw. Oh, well, I made that first jump without too much event. Yeah, actually, the reason it was at night when I was doing this, as I mentioned earlier, and couldn't remember why it was at night, is because... whatever, I'm glad that's out of the way. It's because I wasted like 10 days here seeing if I could get out, and I thought I couldn't, and then later I gave up and tried it for another 10 days, and... Oh well. And I meant 10 real days, not 10 in-game days. And by real days, I meant exaggerated days that are probably more like minutes, if even that. Whatever. Okay, wow, I really wasn't expecting that to work. I wouldn't have even been angry if that missed, since it really looked like I got that, and I don't know why there was so much delay on charging up that light arrow, but it helped me out in the end, so I can't complain. Can the mirror shield do anything to these jerks? I don't think so, but it would be cool if it could. No, it just somehow stops their beam. I don't think you're supposed to be able to get past him without blowing out. Anyway, here's a nice view of his nice old maw. Why did they have mouths in this game? I mean, it actually looks cool. I would have expected that to originate in this game, not Ocarina, but whatever.